second flight of the day. Hold on. Oh, it's... Hang on. Why is it on... Hold on. So, there we go. Then we've got the second stream. So we for those that watch on... Oh, there we go. I've got it. Okay, so we are back on YouTube as well. Perfect. Excellent. If anybody has trouble with the stream, let me know, please. And then I can try to fix it. Excellent. Alrighty, cool. So, as I mentioned, we're going to go straight back into flying preparations and so on. So let me restart the FS2 crew here. I love that simulation. They have the... we've just got to increase the speed of the boarding and deboarding passengers, if I'm honest. Settings. Timings. Passenger. So let's go very dense. Just so that it gets a bit quicker. There we go, look. That increases the speed. Fantastic. Rightio. So let's go back into the MCDU here, which has reset itself for the next flight. I'll go AUC menu, flight init, request init data. Oh, disregard. I need to do the new flight plan first of all. So we're going from Quito to Pasto, Antonio. 55, is that good? Now let's go 35. Yeah, dispatch forgot to file a flight plan again, like, duh. Seriously. Okay, and then we go and file it on VATSIM. Oh, well, that's my first officer doing his preparations. You're going to do 24,000 feet on this flight, so nice low level. Love it. I'm out for the walk around. Thank you. Very kind of you. So, there we have it. So we're now called Avianca 8345. And we're back online. And let's start Sim Toolkit Pro. Hey, Senor Ted Barker, how are you doing? Oh, lovely. Yes. Yes, the chocolates from Bremen, right? Yeah. Hope you enjoy them. Cool. So yeah, we're still on live time, live weather, I hope. Yeah, live time, live weather. Excellent. And Nicolas, guten Abend. So let's go and do the inner request again, so that we have the right flight. There we go. A345, Quito to Pasto Antonio. Alternate is Quito, 35 minutes en route time. So a nice quick flight. Let's request the... And Ectoras, hello to you. Hello, Black Box. It will be a nice idea if you make a tutorial someday with electric overhead panel. I think a lot to learn from this. Yeah, I don't see why not. I've done already a little workshop file for electric system, but I guess maybe I didn't quite refer it to the overhead panel indications. So 8345. No, hang on. 8345. Costinex is 34 this time, and level was 240. And up there, dismiss. So we're going to go ahead and do my flight. Oh, hang on. How do I... There we go. Complete it. So import next flight. 12 minutes. God, we got to hurry up. So, ground services. That's all fine. We already deboarded everyone, so got to wait until everybody is off board. And then we may have to refuel during boarding. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so 240, and we've got minus 17 degrees up there only. So minus 17. Minus 17. There we go. We're expecting 58.4 for the zero fuel weight. 58.4. And the block fuel should be 6 tons. It's a lot of fuel for such a short flight, really, but there we go. 1.2 in there for the final, and the alternate fuel is...
Do you want to deboard crew?
Nobody. So there we can go now. So we go load aircraft, fast time.
Boarding requested.
Perfect. So fuel...
Passengers boarding starting.
1.7. How about that for quick turnaround, right? Boarding is already starting. Cool. Right, departure 36 to the north, and that means we are departing via... Deboarded, not deported. Although the way they were going so fast. Southwest Airlines style, yeah. Caramba. So let's go import that again. So departure, ground charts, that and that. And so departure is supposed to be Anbal 3. So straight out, Norte Viewer, then we go 8.5 from Norte, then we turn right. 20 miles, 16,000, and then to Anbal. So initial climb, after takeoff, continue to the VOR, cross above 10,000 there. Then climb radial 002, 8.5, cross at 12.6, and then 16,000 there. So let's go initial climb 16,000 in that case. There's no ATC here, so we'll leave that there.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Thank you very much, my friend. You sound faintly familiar with someone I know. Just can't quite put my finger on it, who it is. Yeah, must be a celebrity or something. Probably known from television or something like that. Right, let's have a look. And oh, thank you much, Ted. Yeah, thank you so much. Hope she enjoys them. Ground shots. So, Pasto Antonio. That's going to be the interesting approach here. So, for the approach, we'll do another RMP approach, obviously. So, it's the RMP 02 via Mercaderes Viewer. We've seen it. It is absolutely brilliant. It's just such a fun approach to fly. So that's what we're going to do. I'm looking forward to that. So the RNAV02 it is. And we approach via that VOR there. So let's have a look at the routing here. All the way. And there we go. What's an average turnaround time? It depends, Nicolas. So, you know, on the 737, I had sometimes turnaround times 20-25 minutes. Nowadays, I have an average turnaround time of about an hour. Simply because the aircraft have like almost up to, or sometimes over 200 seats. Well, for the international flights, I would say it's even more. So international flights, at least 2 hours, normally. Yeah, long range takes a long time. So, let's have a look again at the Quebec November Victor is what we want. So, well, that's the VOR we want for departure. So, diff rips, flight plan, performance. Am I going to take full length or not? That's the $100 question. Yeah, we'll take alpha. We'll take full length. High elevation, heavy aircraft. Yeah, definitely.
Hi, the security and safety checks were all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So 3-6 right. Oh, actually, let's try at the moment. We'll sync the preliminary load sheet packs. Yeah, we'll do packs on APU again. Anti-ice off. We'll do 22 degrees because it could heat up a bit more until we depart. Excuse me. Heh. Okay, so let's do 20 degrees. Okay, so 20 degrees. 1023. So full length, calculate. Which 737 type was the classics? So it was 300, 400, and 500. So we got Flex 47. Flaps 2 down 0.1. Which may change though. I mean, the trim may change. 27, 35. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? 27, 27, 35. 27, 35, 35. That's pretty much exactly what we had in Bogota. 18,000 transitions. And we'll do 9.4 for the acceleration. Full length, cool. Alright, let's quickly do over panel here. Now, if we wanted to, since this is the thing, guys, so we are doing a GPS-based approach. So what I would like to do is I would like to update the IRS. And there's a quick update. So do that 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Within 5 seconds, and then you get a fast alignment. Yeah, normally it would say 1 minute there, but there we go. Looks like it's already finished that. Let's do data, position monitor. Oh, it's not quite there yet, so we'll see. We'll see when that finishes. There we go. Now it's, oh, there we go. IR in a line. That's what I was waiting for. Right. Yeah, that should, there we go. So it's getting better now for the new alignment. Fantastic. Cool. So that's done. That's that. That's that. The APU is still running. Fueling's finished, so that goes on. Let's get that off. We're almost ready to go. That's fine. That's fine. Squawk will do 2000 again. Since there's no VATSIM control here. Reset that after start. Boarding completed. Fantastic. Sync the final load sheet. 64. Let's calculate that again with the final values. 46 is now the flex temperature and 0 on the trim. So there we go. Let's look for the received messages. So that's the arrival message. That's fantastic. Load sheet. That's preliminary. I'm going to wait for the final load sheet. And if we go here, let's check that the brake is set. Fantastic. Excellent. We're still loading some. Oh, there's a Transavia 737 again. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're still loading some of the luggage, so that'll take a few more minutes. So I have time to eat some salad. So there's a question regarding how long does your average flying day take? So normally I have about between 10 to 12 hour duty days. And I have about 3 to 4 flights a day. Sometimes there may be only 2 flights because they're long flights. It all depends on the routings. But yeah, 10 to 12 hours is duty time normally. Yesterday, for example, I had briefing begin at 6 in the morning and I finished 10 hours later at 4 in the afternoon, or 10 past 4. So that was a 10-hour flight day with 4 sectors. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, Nico, right? It's a cool feature. So let's see. Received messages. Well, we're still loading, aren't we? So forget that. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
So while he's doing that, let me just go ahead and fill that data out. Weather is good. Config 2. Takeoff runway is 36. And it's a reduced takeoff thrust. Radar required. Pushback required. Actually, no, disregard. We're doing that ourselves, aren't we? Because it has a pushback tool. Threats terrain. So we've got V1 speed 127, VR speed 135, and V2 speed 135. Flex temp is 46. Cruising is N24,000.
Refueling truck is on its way.
No!
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
No. GSX, please. We don't need fuel. We're good on fuel, for crying out loud. So we are departing runway 36 to the north on a departure route Anbal 3 up to 16,000 feet. The sector is pretty high. MSA is 18,300, so we have to make sure that we clear those restrictions. Should be no factor though. If there were a factor, you would have amber crosses there, or amber stars, telling us that that's a problem. Fuel for the alternate or back extra fuel, we have about a ton, so that means we have round about, yeah, fuel for another approach. Hotspots taxi out. Shouldn't be any hotspots. Fairly straightforward. Pushing back, facing south, and then taxi via hotel. Yeah, hotel Alpha. Full length runway 36. Engine out straight ahead. Although there is a procedure, I think, for this airport. Just check. Yeah, we do have procedure. Look at that. So we've got NADP 1. We can change that. Engine acceleration is 9.5, and we proceed 181 to 7 miles. Quebec Sierra Victor right turn, max 170 knots, minimum 25-degree bank, direct to Quebec November Victor VOR. 3 miles prior, left turn 3 to 5 degrees, 6 miles, and so on. So a very complicated engine up procedure. So let me just enter the data here for NADP 1, 9,410. For the thrust reduction, acceleration is in 10,920. Yeah, we'll do a return again on the, I guess, ILS approach, runway 36. And, yeah, special operation, APU for the PAX again. And we've got high altitude, high true airspeed, high ground speed, slow climb rates, threats, high terrain. Any questions?
No questions.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
5,960 kilograms balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
NAF.
Baro ref.
QNH 1024. Set. Yeah, set and checked.
1, 0, 2, 4. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
On. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 127, VR 135, V2 135, flex temp 46.
V1 127, VR 135, V2 135, flex temp 46 degrees. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Do all of ours have container load? No, some of us. So the A319 has belts, no containers. Quito traffic, Avianca 8345, pushing back stand 13 in Quito.
Quito traffic, windmill 584.
Yeah, Ted.
8 at Quito.
Well, if it works, it's fine. Right, lovely. 4 aircraft here, beautiful. I wonder who else is flying along.
Quito traffic, a very good evening to Southwest 53 Yankee, pushing back from stand 11.
Right, I have a feeling if we were all flying to Pasto, Antonio, the apron will be full. There's like 4 parking spots, that's it. Right, we've got to edit pushback. I knew it. So Let's see. So we have to be quick about this. So quick edit. And they mean, so if they say quick edit, they mean it.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wind.
Gracias, señorita. I knew it. It's not, that's a problem with it. It gets stuck like this. Anybody else got the issue? Even though when I hurry up, it does not start. So let me just try that again. Ribbon, you had the same yesterday? Okay, like I have it literally every time now. It rarely works instantly. Oh, excuse me? Oh! Oh, okay.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay. But Quito? Hang on. Quito radar? What? Hey, what's going on? What? Huh? There is no control
Welcome
here.
aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment
I'm
will
confused.
be served. Thank you.
Please make sure that your hand luggage doesn't block the aisles or exits by using the overhead lockers.
It's an automated CP DLC thing? How weird.
Place items as far forward as possible underneath the seats in front of you. You can make the most of the available space by putting the bags in the locker.
No, that's not in our sector. That's the north. That's Bogota.
Anything heavy in the overhead
Thank you to Mikey Silver. That's a new member. Thank you to the community. Thanks for support, Mikey.
Portable electronic equipment such as games, computing and word processing equipment may interfere with the aircraft systems and must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off for the duration of the flight. Please fasten your seatbelt ready for departure and make yourself comfortable.
Right, now that worked. So the second time works, not the first time though. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Okay, TX Hunter says try using a hotkey to open GSX. When you click on it from the toolbar, you also tell it to stop listening. Okay.
Still traffic, windmill 584, touching to holding point runway 36 via Hotel and Alpha Quito.
Okay, that is spooky. Guys, this is... Who's giving the clearances? So, Anbal 3, Squawk 2732. Yeah, he's not telling us to contact him, so it's just a... As if it's like a automated control thingy. How weird.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
We're heading to Pasto Antonio. Or Pastos Antonio. It's a cool airport here with high elevation, very cool approach. And we're currently in Quito.
Ladies and gentlemen, all portable electronic equipment and mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing. We are now going to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks, and life jackets. It also shows the bracing position, which you must adopt in an emergency landing.
So that remains on.
On the main deck, there are 2 exits at the rear of the first class cabin and 2 at the front and rear of each other cabin.
Flight control
On the
check.
upper deck, there is an emergency
Ready.
exit on each side
Full up.
in the middle of the cabin.
Full down. Neutral.
In the unlikely event
Full
of having
left.
to use the escape slide,
Full right.
leave all hand baggage behind
Neutral.
and
Rudder.
remove high-heeled shoes as
Full
they may
left.
tear the slide.
Full right. Neutral.
Yeah.
Please now ensure that your table is folded away
So this is a
upright with the armrest down and your seatbelt
handcrafted
fastened.
Microsoft
Seatbelt
airport.
fastened
So
and adjusted
blame
like
them.
this, and
After start
unfastened like
checklist.
this.
Anti-ice.
When the fasten seatbelt signs are on, you must go
Off.
back to your seat and fasten
ECAM
your
status
seatbelt
checked.
securely.
Pitch
For your
trim.
own comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened at all
Oh.
times and visible
Hang
to
on.
avoid being disturbed in flight. If the cabin air supplies fail, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically. Stay in your seat and pull a mask towards you. This will open your oxygen supply. Place the mask over your
28%.
mouth and nose like this and breathe normally,
Set and checked.
adjusting the band
Rudder
to
trim.
secure it. Do
0.
make sure your own mask is fitted
Ah,
before
neutral.
helping anyone else.
After start checklist completed.
Your life
Quito
jacket
traffic,
underneath will
Avianca
provide your seat.
8345
In the event
taxing
of landing
active
on
runway
water,
36 in
remove
Quito.
the life jacket from its container and pull it over your head.
Clear left side.
Pass the tapes
Clear
round the
right
waist
side.
and tie them securely in a double bow at the side. To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown.
No, this is not
The air can
the
be topped up
Phoenix.
by using the mouthpiece. There is a whistle here for attracting attention.
This is
Do
the
not inflate
FS2
your
crew.
life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. We will supply
1024
life belts for
altimeter.
babies and life jackets for infants.
Guys, this is really weird. Like,
Finally, ladies
if we
and
didn't have,
please study the safety card
if we didn't
and
have
notice the
CPDLC, we wouldn't get these
outside.
messages.
May we remind you that electrical portable items such as games, computing, and word processing
Brake check.
equipment may interfere with the aircraft system
Pressure
and
0.
must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off while the aircraft engines are running. As this is a no smoking service, the no smoking signs will remain on for the duration of the flight. Smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask one of the crew. Thank you.
What's the thingy ringing? It's the, we call it CPDLC. So controller pilot communication. Bob, I don't think it's Bogota. I don't think it is him, because normally he would then give us a, or maybe it is him, I don't know. Shall we try to ask him? Yeah, let me try to do a private message with him then. Yeah, that mesh is a bit off, isn't it? Well, they haven't fixed the South America mesh yet, have they? They need to do a world update on that. Oh, he's not. So it must be automatic then. Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2.
Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On auto. On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Okay, so he's saying it's automated. Yes, I do, Astro. I do use, it's called NVIDIA Game... Hold on. Game Filter. So this is what looks like off. And I guess your eyes get used to it if it's like this all the time.
Quito traffic to South 5 Kilo lining up.
But I do
taking
prefer
off
this
on
view.
86.
It does look a bit better with the colors. Ribbon, yeah, I agree. Yeah, thank you, Kipman. You can go if you like. Almost there. Yeah, it has, yeah, it's a lot crisper. Yeah, a lot sharper. And you have that green tint is gone with the filter. So the colors are a lot more alive, I feel. Ah, some rain showers coming in. Alexander, I applied and I actually got a slot as well in the lottery. Now my company decided to give me duty. Oh, that's Kipman, you're waiting here. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, my company has decided to put me on duty on the 22nd, which is kind of nasty of them, but that's just the way it goes. So Anbal 3 departure, up 16,000 feet, all the same. Hello, Kipman.
Hello?
Nice, I love it. Right, cool. Oh, those rain showers. Brilliant. So waiting for the Transavia to depart. There he goes. Quito traffic, Avanca 8345 lining up, waiting for now, runway 36 in Quito. You deactivate everything. Okay. Line up checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic. Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Set and checked.
Runway 36 confirmed. TCAS.
TARA.
PAX 1 and 2.
On.
Lineup checklist completed.
Perfect. Love it. So we're waiting for the 737 to gain a bit more distance. I wish we had a radar working now, because that would be so cool. Because then, you know, if it were realistic, you could see it moving actually. So I'm not sure how the clouds are moving here. But they are moving ever so slowly.
Transavia 52 Yankee passing 12,000 feet, climbing 16,000.
Well, it's FS2 Crew. It's an add-on you can buy for the FENIX, for the Mad Dog, for the PMG, I think as well. So many aircraft you can add. You can buy this add-on. And so you have button control or voice control, and I'm using voice control with Windows speech. Yeah, I'm gonna wait just a few more seconds until he's reached that VOR. Yeah, you can see it is dynamic, isn't it? So it has moved a bit or changed in clouds as well. So, you know, if you have a thunderstorm actually being right there and have that shown on the nav display, so then you need to decide, you know, is it safe to depart or not, just like in real life. Yeah, the real Tyron, so the developer of FS2 Crew has asked me if I can do a voice set for them, and I did. So I've already done that on P3D. And then they, thank you, thanks, Kalle. Then they asked me for, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim as well, which I was happy to accept. Are you ready? Ready?
Ready.
Take off.
Check.
Manflex 46, SAS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set.
Lining up and away from runway 36 Quito.
knots. Checked. B1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
So you can see I was very careful there on the rotation. Oh, careful, there's a wind shear here. Alright. Yeah, so I was careful with the rotation, initial pitch up. Autopilot 1. So we're doing NADP 1. So the thrust reduction is coming now. So we've got thrust climb, SRS climb, blue, auto thrust. But the rest is going to be coming a little bit later. I kind of dislike he's already doing the 10,000 foot flows. Because we're at very high altitude here, so... Good, so we got the 10,000 feet restriction there, and there's 12,600 at the next waypoint. And we're now just about to go into climb mode. There we go. So thrust climb, climb up, blue, 16,000. And now we start accelerating. It does take a long time. And a gorgeous rain shower right there. Beautiful. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Good. So we're waiting until the aircraft has clean configuration, and then we remember to switch off the APU bleed, because the APU can only supply both packs until 15,000 feet and a single pack until 20,000 feet. Wow, look at this slow acceleration. It's just, we've got to watch that limit. 10 miles to go, 12.6. We should be alright. But yeah, it's not as if we can go by that with a breeze. Oh, I love that. Cool rain shower we go through now. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Wow, look at the terrain. That's why you have these restrictions here. Beautiful view, man. That's something I definitely miss in P3D, for example.
Quito traffic, windmill 584, taking off runway 36, unbound 3 departure, Quito.
Yeah, Cassiopeia, it looks fantastic. It really does. It looks so realistic. It's crazy. So, as we accelerate, we keep an eye on the restrictions, just so that we don't fly into any mountains there. So, APU bleed off, APU off. Just make sure that we should have checked that bleed is switching over correctly, which it has. So now the APU is taken care of. Yeah, so here we got 16,000 or above. So that restriction is something we need to take care of as well. Man, those mountains.
Hello, Black Box.
Hey, Brenold, welcome back. We are in the air. Flight time is about 30 minutes. And then we are there. So, yeah, 10:30, 10:35. One thing I find difficult then... Oh, look at that. A little rainbow. As you get so fast, then of course you do... Climb maintain level 240. How cool is that? Lol. There's no control here. 24,000. I have never seen that feature anywhere. Again, there's no ATC here. It's all done via CPDLC. How weird that is. So we're almost passing. Oh, look at that! And that's what I mean. You don't have that in any other sim. So visually, it is extremely nice. Apart from some issues sometimes with the ground pictures, but otherwise, it is absolutely gorgeous. Ranald, it's automatic. So as you log on and you've got your flight plan, hold on.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 182. Now.
Checked. Nicolas, yes you do. No, the 10,000 feet is actually referenced to the ground, so not to sea level. Seatbelts off. So we'll do the rest of the items here as well. Although I can already enter the VOR for the approach because we'll need it anyhow very soon. So that's Mike Echo Romeo. Put that in there. We're going to get the weather in a minute. Secondary copy active. What's these sounds? Now we got a clearance, automatic clearance of 24,000 because that's what we filed on VATSIM. So they know the routing we filed, They know the altitude. That's how it works. Excuse me? Blimey. 2,000 feet to go. Speed, vertical speed. Flight sim data? Yeah, it seems like it. I've never seen it anywhere else. That's just so strange. Oi, can we keep the racket down a bit? Can't concentrate for crying out loud. There we go. Okay, so they've already logged off, so so they're not online anymore. Oh, come on. Seriously? That's already getting on my nerves.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be passing through the cabin with your meal. On the menu today, we have a variety of...
So we've got 360 at 6, 22, 1019.
Inside the seat back pocket in front of you. During the meal service, we ask that you return your seat to the upright position as a courtesy to your fellow travellers. Thank you.
Right, guys, where is that feature with toilet flush? Where is it? There it is. I'm not having that. No. Forget it. Now we're going to do a config full approach this time. The reason being is that we have a tight turn at the end. And the runway is a bit shorter, I think. Right, I've switched it off completely now. Forget it, I'm not taking that. So runway, it's 02. So that's the weather. 63 tons. Yeah, 63 tons, and we use auto brake, so auto thrust off, max reverse, flaps full, and auto brake medium. So there we go. So only with wet runway, medium auto brake, max reverse. That's how we actually able to stop. Landing distance available is 2,250 meters. However, be reminded that the altitude or the elevation is I'm not having that either. Nope. So, yeah, I find that distracting with the noises in the back there. Transition is 11,012. Let's say 130. Actually, no. Transition level is 120, and yeah, 6,000 feet is our elevation almost. So, let's put transition level 120 in here, and the minimum for the RMP approach is 6,300, and we have to have 0.15. Cool. We're 24,000 feet. We need to cross Mike Echo Romeo above 12,000. So from there, we've still got quite a number of track miles. So what? This is spooky. When is that descent? Let's say it's at 2016. So modified display. Hang on. Hold on. Modified display. Add text. Yeah, let's send that then. All right. It's fine. So the virtual AI is giving us descent clearance as well? How weird. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Right, so weather is good. We're doing non-precision approach. Transition is in 12,000 feet. Decision altitude is above ground level is 350. And that's 6,300 for the minimum. Arrival airport is at 5950. Threats, terrain, auto land, no. APU, yes. Cool. So we are going to fly to Mike Echo Romeo, followed by the RMP runway 02 approach. Minimum is 6,300 baro. And the sector altitude is very high again, anywhere between 39, 58 and 16,000. So we have to stick to our routing closely, otherwise we get in conflict with that terrain, which is of course a threat today. Remaining fuel or additional fuel is as follows: about 1.2 tons, 37 minutes it says here. So we have fuel for a second approach. This approach procedure is going to go get us to follow the RMP track to Papa Sierra 588, flight level 120 for the holding. We've got some limitations there.
Black box.
Hey Stepke, good night to you. Thank you so much. Same to you. Take care. And the next stream, if you're interested, is on Tuesday. So we've got to cross there, 7,000 or above. However, Papa Sierra 966. Between 7 and 7.8, very important because we've got inbound traffic there. And then we've got maximum 9,000 at Papa Sierra 585. And then we've got 10,000 max at Papa Sierra 586 and so on. Very important here. So initially, we climb via the managed climb mode. We are all right. If we use selected mode, we've got to be aware of these restrictions. We'll use final approach mode from Papa Sierra 964 from this point onwards. So we use crossbar, final approach mode, minimum 6,300, and the config full, lol, 110. I am a bit worried about that. Right, so the problem is we're coming from the south. We're going to do one turn. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to enter a holding pattern at Mike Echo Romeo, which may be a good idea anyways, because of all the traffic inbound. So hold at Mike Echo Romeo. It's inbound 210 right turns. So 210 inbound with right turns, and we'll do, let's do 2 minute, no, actually 1 minute pattern. I'm not going to change that. So insert that. Fantastic. Cool. Until we're ready for the approach. We're going to slow down already with the speed, which is good as well. Although I'm going to take two, what shall we take? We'll take 230 knots. Still a very, very high altitude. Well, initially 250 and then 230 for the holding. There we go. What else? What else? Yeah, we got landing distance required is 2,200, and we have 2,250 available, so not much margin. So flare, maximum 3-second flare. If that doesn't work, we'll go around and try again. Auto brake is medium. Currently GPS primary high, 0.3. Well, later on the 0.15 is required. Let me just already enter that. Oh, 0.2, that's fine. Cool. Right. Any questions? No questions. There we go. Yes, the airport. Right there. You see that valley? It's scary. Hey, Fusion, welcome. How are you doing? Patrick, so it is. The reason being is that the cabin altitude right now is at 4,000 feet and it needs to go to 5,000. So as weird as it is, but at these high altitude airports, yes, that's exactly what happens. It's kind of, you know, exactly the opposite to what you normally have. Yeah, that is normal. Hey Fusion, congrats! You finished your MCC today. How did it go? How did you find it? I find it in the sense of, were you happy with it? How was your trainer? So we got traffic right below us. That was the, I think, the Transavia 737. So he's going to be in the approach. Pasto San Antonio traffic, Bianca 8345 is going to be entering the Mike Echo Romeo holding for one pattern and then start the approach for runway 02. Yeah, Patrick, all good. My pleasure. Yes, I'm expecting kind of a teardrop entry here. Let's slow down a bit more. Oops, not that much, obviously. So like 220 knots or something. Yeah, that's better. And we're descending, yeah, 110. Fantastic, right. Actually, let's get some speed brakes out. So just to make sure that I'm staying above VLS. So VLS there. Oh, hang on. Oh no, there's someone inbound with... Oh, disregard. Oh, there he is. Disregard. So I'm just going to leave the speed brakes in then. I thought he was already in the approach, but no, he's... And Transavia from Avianca 8345.
Go ahead, plus 15, thank you.
So what's your plan? Just the entry and then approach, or are you going to fly a complete pattern?
I'm gonna do an immediate left turn now and start the approach, I think.
Perfect, thank you. I am gonna pull the... Well, I'm gonna maintain 14,000 initially. Set holding speed. Yeah, speed brakes are back in. Hey Street, how you doing? Nice to see you. Ah, there he is. So he's turning right away. This scenery is crazy. Yeah, Street. Enjoying the flights, which I find cool. I love it when people in the community fly along. That's really nice. Hey Diego, well at least I'll have an excuse if I have a hard landing. But my landing in Quito was actually pretty good. Although I flared a bit long, but still. I didn't slam it, so... Nicolas, I don't know, it's not important. It's more for recognition purposes, isn't it? So let's go and have a look at the ATSU AOC menu, received messages, TEDx. Fine. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Punch it! Lovely. Thank you. Thanks for the lovely message. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Alrighty. Cool. I think we're good for the approach. Although, it depends. I mean, 10 miles, yeah, 10 miles should be fine. You just got to realize that there is going to be a backtrack required. It's a short runway, and so you can't make alpha unless you want to set your brakes on fire. So you've got to go, and the runway width is only 39 meters. Well, it's all right. You could theoretically try a turn on the runway, unless, of course, it's not approved, but we'll see. Grand Daniel, greetings to the Ukraine. I hope you are well. So, Kipman, are you on frequency?
Yes, I'll be fine.
Okay, how many miles away are you from Mike Echo Romeo?
160 about Mike Echo Romeo.
Okay, so I'm going to start the approach now. So I'm currently about 10 miles north of Mike Echo Romeo, and I'll start the approach. I'll give you a call when we are overhead at Mike Echo Romeo again. So what I'm going to do is go flight plan, immediate exit, so that we start the approach, and I'm going to dial in the final approach point altitude, which is 8,800, and from there we're just going to go manage speed, manage everything. And the key to success, again, is a nice... Yeah, we have to do... I was just talking about energy management, so we definitely have to get some drag out. So that's about 6,000 feet to lose. Although, we don't need that much. If we're 14,000 there, that's 10,000. It's fine. Yeah, no, we don't have to dive down, so we'll continue for that speed at the moment. Company message, let's see. Delay again. Are we late? Oh, we are a bit late. 2036. No, not well. Maybe 10 minutes, but not really that late. Come on. Did the passengers get food poisoning? I hope not, because they were making such a racket. Oh, this is so impressive with all the terrain. Blaming the ground ops, all those poor guys. I feel so sorry for them. They have to work so hard as well, and then they get all the blame. So 10,000 above is correct. Then we've got 8,800, speed 180, all correct.
Over Mike Echo Romeo, flight level 160, wind mean 584.
Bianca 8345 is starting to approach RMP 02 out of Mike Echo Romeo. There we go. Right, so we descend now, level 100. Yeah, and out of 8,800, we'll start the approach, final approach point. What I can check is the distance, about 8 miles, 8.3, so we've got 478 miles to the runway, correct, and 3.2 degrees slope. Correctly programmed, so that's all fine. So am I going to start the approach phase? flaps. Actually, no, that's no. Let's do differently. So we go activate approach phase. Speed goes managed. Set QNH. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
QNH 1019. Set and checked. Set and checked.
1019 set.
Seatbelts on.
Minimum.
Barrow 6300 feet. Set. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Medium set. Medium set. Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Right, there. Where's the airport? I was supposed to say there's the airport, but I'm not sure. So I am gonna put the flaps to 2 on this leg here, but not earlier than that. Do a flip note. Progress. So Sierra, Kilo Papa Sierra. 02. There we go. 11.9. Nuts. I just love it. How I would love to fly the approach in real life. It must be so cool. Yeah, but again, if you got weather in between that, oof.
Transavia 538 in Key, vacated runway.
Well done.
Thank you.
It looks terrifying. Yeah, it is. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Yeah, you just want to give yourself a little bit more drag and just, you know, make sure you don't get too high in the profile there. And you got 180 maximum there, and then 150 maximum there. I don't know why he keeps switching on my ILS key.
I think I'm very close to you. I'm only 7 miles behind you, Captain.
Set QNH. That doesn't work. That is copied. I'll try to vacate quickly. Avianca A345. Hey, Hilo, Shalom, how you doing? It wasn't me. Oh, look at that. There's the airport. Here, now I've got it. So that drop is just crazy. So what is the phenomenon we have? As we go around the mountain here, and as you descend according to the profile, and you look towards the runway, you have that optical illusion that so inbound to Papa Sierra 964, not quite. So then we start and press the approach button. You get the impression that
Radar altimeter alive.
checked. So you get the impression that actually low in the profile, which is kind of worrisome, obviously. Now I'm also going to turn off the terrain mode here, because it's going to start screaming again. So approach mode is armed. So we've got approach nav, final blue. Gear down.
Gear down. Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
That's nuts. Imagine being a passenger right now. They must be like, where is he going?
1000.
Checked. Landing checklist.
ECAM Nemo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Good, so final approach. We just checked that we have the accuracy again. Yeah, 0.03, all good. Both sides. And so now we just monitor the system and trust it blindly. So
You can always go around if it don't look right coming down. Don't wait until your sights may be sliding on the ground. You can always go around.
that's so true. Right, but you can see now, blimey. And we fully trust in the instruments. So 6,000, 2,000 feet to go, and we're currently 5 miles out. And that's what I meant. You are looking at the terrain there, and you're looking, that's your runway. And now you're actually dipping lower, and you're like, never ever can that be correct. That is just too weird. And it feels like you're flying into that terrain, right? So indeed, it's absolutely terrifying. It does look super low. But compared to the elevation of the airport, it's 1,500 feet. And again, we're about 4 miles out, so it's not too high. It just looks high. Actually, it looks low now for our position. Manual thrust. So, again, we are trying to find the PARPI lights, turning final about 3 miles out for Avianca 8345. Gonna trust the instruments, trust the instruments, trust the instruments, speed is good. Completed the checklist, everything's fine, orbit medium still armed, all good. We are 700 feet above, 2.5 miles out almost, so we should be alright. 1 red, 3, oh, yeah, 1 red, 3 white. Manual flight. Ooh, just getting a nasty updraft there. Oh, whoa, and a downdraft, blimey.
100 above.
Let's see if we can recover that. Come on, let's get down.
Minimums.
Continue. So careful with the descent rate now. Crazy, crazy
100.
up and down drafts. No, that's going to be a go around.
50, 40,
Or
30, 20, retard.
control crash there.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
Right, in the touchdown zone, so all fine. But just a bit hard. Oh, now! How? Why? Why is it showing descent rate now?
70 knots.
Right, minute breaks. We have to turn around quickly.
Wind 584, 6 miles final. Pasto.
All right, let's hurry up so that Kitman can get off the off the runway here. No, it's 39, Fusion. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, he's there. I can see him on the final. But the descent rate was not 666, guys. It's always the same thing. Yeah, I should be fine. Expediting for the vacation Avianca A345. So the problem is the delayed indication of the vertical speed.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, leaving all items of hand luggage.
No, there's no need for that. It was a hard landing, yes, but not quite as bad as it indicated. Just have to trust me on that.
Please be careful when opening overhead lockers, as items may fall out, causing injury.
So let's go here. What a great airport! Look at the scenery, love it.
If you require assistance,
Now, unfortunately, we don't have playback. If we had a good playback, I would prove to you.
connecting to another flight today and hold a boarding
Runway is
pass
vacated,
transfer
Avianca
point,
A345.
advising you of your departure terminal.
I would prove to you that it's all fine. It was a beautiful, beautiful, perfect landing. Right, close your left eyes, guys.
To avoid missing your onward flight, we strongly recommend that you go straight to your departure terminal. For those of you who do not have a boarding card, please go directly to the Flight Connections desk. Once again, ladies
Right, I'm just gonna.
on behalf of the entire airline, thank you very much for choosing to fly with us today, and we hope to see you again in the near future.
Brakes hot,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Just gonna stop here quickly to watch Kidman's landing. Ooh! Oh, I think he had the same issue. He probably had the same issue with the downdraft. Ooh! I was wondering where he was, and then he just appeared again.
Going east, windmill 584.
Wow. Did you have a wind shear as well?
Unstable.
Unstable, okay. Well, then good thing that he went around. But yeah, for me, it was definitely noticeable up and down drafts. So let's go taxi in. After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
I have to admit, even though in real life you would expect up and down drafts at such an airport, I was kind of surprised that here in Microsoft it actually simulated quite well. It wasn't completely overdone. But yeah, quite challenging. Martial hiding behind. Yeah. Now, normally, I mean, in real life, I would have gone around. It's just I have Brennell waiting for me now with the next flight. So I thought, well, it's not going to be pretty, but it's not going to be a crash either. So kind of forced landing. But again, in real life, you would not have landed there. You would have gone around.
Good night.
Yeah, I actually learned.
Box.
I learned on glider planes. Lee, mach's gut. Good night.
Philadelphia 52 Yankee is logging off. Thanks both of you for the flight, and have a great night.
Boarding requested.
Thank you so much for joining, as always. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Good night.
Right. Cool.
Pasto traffic. Charlie Charlie Bravo Alpha Yankee Papa Sierra 964 for runway 2 Pasto.
Oh, another traffic.
Passengers
Nico,
bus is coming.
thank you so much for watching. I wonder where he is. So it's got 2 traffic. Let me see. Wow, that rain shower. Look how it moved on. How cool is that? Brandel, thank you. I'll have a look and download it. Hold on, and I'll save it straight away.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Oh, look at that. There's the traffic already inbound. Oh, nice. But that's not Kipman. Kipman is... I just saw Kipman... Oh. Kipman, are you flying all the way back to Mike Echo Romeo, starting from there?
Yes.
Okay. Right, I'm just gonna prepare stuff for the next flight while we watch some landings. All right. I don't know how many of you have tried the approach here. If you haven't, this is really one of those fun approaches to do. Matt Skyper, so you got the downdraft in front of the ridge, right? As a glider pilot, you at least have the knowledge or better the feeling about up and downdraft. Well, the thing is this, so Matt Skyper, in theory, yes, it always depends on where the wind is coming from, right? So here, I actually would expect a downdraft on short final because the air is going to drop off, while on the other side, as it hits the ridge, it's forced upwards. So on the other side, it's an updraft. Here coming in, it's obviously a downdraft. Yes, that's what normally would happen. GG's. Wet runway, it seems. GSX worth the money. It depends on your preferences. I don't know how much weight you put on these effects. So the only issue at the moment that I have is pushback sometimes, that it doesn't take it on the first try. For the rest, I have to say, it's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but still, I mean, you get a bit of extra immersion. Yeah. How's the flare in the FENIX? Well, right now, I actually had to pull back quite hard on this landing, but it's high altitude, so maybe I should have added a little bit of speed on top of the approach speed, just to make sure that I have enough buffer. Because, yeah, that was definitely... Well, the problem with the fly-by-wire, I'm not sure, Grand Daniel, if you're using the experimental version or the stable one. In the experimental, the pitch is way too sensitive in the fly-by-wire. Way too sensitive. So they've already acknowledged that, and they know they need to do something about it. Kidman, is it going to be too? Are you going to be too disappointed if we don't see you landing here on stream? Because I'm a bit hard pressed on time.
Within 584, taking runway 20, ILS 20.
Ah, that's copied. Avianca A345. Gift circuit, yes, it's payware scenery, yeah. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Grand Alley, new plane industry, but I'm learning now the fly-by-wire because it's free and I use them waiting for a vehicle update and that after. Oh yeah, nice, yeah. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Sorry, I'm sorry for eating. I'm hungry, sorry. Right, so Kitman, where is he? That's always also a nice approach. Above the
Pasto traffic, windmill 584, 15 DME, runway 20.
Alright, there we go. So, for the last flight today, we're going to try out the Kodiak 100, the floats. Black box ASMR. So we're going to try out the floats today, and Brenold has made a new one-edge nut tour, which I can show here on stream. The only thing at the moment, we have an issue with smart cars, which for some reason doesn't like it if you are moving with half a knot through the water. So you have to be perfectly still to start the smart cars logging. Runway is clear in Pasto, Antonio.
Active taxi to parking Pasto.
Ah, there we go. Say this. We said it at the same time. So yeah, that's Brenold's tour here, and so it goes along the coastline towards Seattle. And today we've got theoretically 3 flights we can do. And yeah, so Brenold has looked at all of the seaports. So all of those have, yeah, seaports, so you can take off and land. He does say that it's preferable if you have little nav map running in the background, so you can actually see the landing runways. Or where the water runway is actually located. Otherwise, you don't see it. Brenold, I am in group flight voice if you want to join. I'll be right with you. So I'm not going to restart the whole sim. I'm just gonna change the hardware.
Pasto traffic, windmill 584, 6 miles final, runway 20, Pasto.
So, hallo, hallo. Ah, Moment, kann ich nicht hören? Wieso kann ich dich nicht hören? Weg. Bernhard, kannst du mich hören? Kann ich leider nicht hören, Bernhard. No, there he is. There he's coming in. We got him. Yeah, that's probably an elevation issue there because of the scenery, but that looked like a good landing this time. So there we go. GG's. Perfect. So let me just get that all fixed here, and then we're good to go. Have you? No, I've not. No. No, you're not muted. And can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay, so that's weird. Let me try Discord again. So I'll switch it off completely again, Brennel, and then we'll try. Try to go again. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining. All those that joined the flights today, thank you so much for your company. And I will see you again on Tuesday if you like. Otherwise, we're going to do one more flight.
Thanks for waiting, Captain.
Pleasure as always. And then we go and be back on Tuesday. Right now, we're going to fly a GA aircraft. So we're doing the Kodiak 100 with the floats. Thank you so much, everyone. And thanks for the amazing support. As always, my dear moderators, thank you so much for all of your help. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Good night, everyone.